12:30 a.m. and Thomas and I are camped out at Jonathan's, a 24-hour restaurant, waiting for the Tsukiji fish market's famous tuna auction. So it's 2:15 a.m. We're leaving Jonathan's and we're heading down to Tsukiji market. The reason we had to camp here for so long was because the metro stops at around midnight. The taxis cost a whole heap of money, and the tuna auction actually starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, but they say you have to get there around 2 or 3 a.m. to get in line. They only take 120 people and it's first come, first served. So hopefully we're one of those 120 people. Off we go. It's 3:15 a.m. and we've been let into the waiting room. So they allow 120 people into the tuna auction. That's it. Once the limit's reached, they don't let any more people in for the day. So we started lining up at 2:15, I think it was. Waited outside until there were about 60 people, and they've let us in as the first group. We leave for Tsukiji market, the inner auction bit, at 5:25, and the tuna auction starts at 6 a.m. and we have about 20 minutes there to watch the action, and then we leave. And then the next group comes in, so the next 60. It's packed in here already, and there's still 2.5 hours before we get to go in and see anything. It's crazy. We're on the move! Tsukiji is the world's biggest fish market, and the tuna auction is serious business. Last year, the first tuna of the season sold for $632,000, and because it is such serious business in there, we don't know if we'll be able to talk, so there'll just be a lot of filming going on. It was really exhilarating to watch. I mean, I don't even know how they comprehend what they're bidding for, what the price was. It just was over like that in 2 seconds. It's amazing.
But all really quite calm.
Very calm. Very orderly. It just got done. It was pretty damn cool. Now with all that fish that we've been seeing, it's probably time to eat some, wouldn't you think?
We've been awake pretty much all night, so is it breakfast? Is it dinner?
It's just sushi.
Fish?
We're in the queue for sushi breakfast at Daiwa Sushi. Don't know how long we'll be waiting, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. We've sat down at the sushi bar. There's about 12 seats. I'm talking quite quietly because it's quite quiet in here and quite intimate, so I don't want to be too in your face. We've opted for the omakase set, which is the chef's choice. It is amazing, life-changing sushi. I'm so devastated that is over. That was absolutely phenomenal. I have no words. It was just so spectacular. My favorite was probably the otoro, which is the fatty belly of the tuna. And I can see why they would go for such huge prices. That was amazing.
Oh, wow.
It was
phenomenal experience.
Life-changing.
Sorry, it was life-changing. Sorry we didn't talk much. As Sheena said, it was very calm and quiet in there.
Everyone was just in their moment.
Yeah, and sometimes with the camera, it's got a big microphone on top and stuff. You want to be a bit more subtle and not ruin it for other people. So we kept it a little bit quiet. What was your favourite of the array?
So I loved the otoro, which is the tuna belly, and also the uni, which was the sea urchin. We had uni sushi, I think 2 vlogs ago. Just tasted completely different. This just melted in your mouth, and it was just milky and creamy and so delicate. Oh. How about you?
The tuna as well, the one that we started with. Just, oh my god, it was like eating fish butter.
It was.
Heavenly. And there was also a little prawn, just like a little side dish, no rice or anything. There's this tiny piece of a prawn with a little, excuse me, a little piece of shell on it. Just grilled. Oh my god.
It was like the prawn that kept on giving.
The flavours coming out of that thing. Unbelievable.
So we had tuna belly, lean tuna, like the bit of the bright red tuna from the spine, squid, sea urchin, eel,
a whitefish, sort of like kingfish maybe, we weren't quite sure.
Tuna and salmon roe. What else?
I think that's about it.
And we finished with the omelette.
And the omelette. What an array.
It was incredible.
Expensive? But worth every penny. It was
3,780 yen,
it's
which
about
is
$40 each, I think.
but well worth it.
Well worth it. But we've now not slept at all. We've now spent more than all of our money for about 3 days. So I think we might head home, get out of this rain, have a sleep, because it's now about, I think, 9 o'clock in the morning, and we just haven't really been to bed at all.
But Tsukiji Fish Market Tuna Auction, well worth a visit. It is, you know, you have to get up early, be there at about 2 a.m.
About 2. I mean, by around 4:30, there was definitely no spaces left. But if I was getting out that early to make sure you get in line, I wouldn't be pushing it that late, because you could well miss out.
And it was a great experience.
It was a phenomenal experience, and make it special and come over here. So we're very close to where the tour finished, and make it special and come and grab some sushi
At
to
Daiwa
start
Sushi.
your day. What an experience!
So good. Thank you so much for watching. We hope we've inspired you to eat and explore like a traveller, not a tourist. See you next time.
Sayonara!